There are sports games that people love, and others not so much. But did you know there's an official sport game for bowling? Farsight Studios gave the bowling world a chance to be with the bigger names of sports games. This game has its pros and its cons, and we're going to dive into PBA Pro's structure and as well as my opinions on the game itself. If you have more thoughts about the game, please leave a comment. I would love to have a conversation with you all. Now first, let's go into the bowling gameplay. Pin action, straight up, 10 out of 10. It does feel lighter at first, and it's solid compared to other games. The bowling ball reactions are amazing too. They're kind of consistent and are pretty accurate when it comes to using them as you are actually bowling. Of course, the bowling balls go hand in hand with the oil patterns, which is what I was surprised with the most. Out of any bowling game out there, the oil patterns are the most accurate. You can use similar lines, but the interest and excitement of finding the break point and just exploring the pattern itself is just incredible. With all this together, the bowling experience itself is a 9 out of 10. Only reason it's a 9 is because you can't skip the same 2 transitions and skipping the pro taking his turn bowling. Please tell me I can skip. I can't skip! I just want to bowl, man. I don't want to wait 20 seconds just to see a robot get a strike and beat me in a game. Now that we've figured out the gameplay, let's bring another game into the room. PBA Challenge, a popular mobile game, and it's one of the most popular bowling games out there. Almost every bowler knows this, and even people outside of bowling have played the game. This game gives tournaments, 1v1ing pros, practicing, and even oil patterns. It has a ticket system and a golden pin system. Now we open PBA Pro Bowling. It has tournaments, 1v1ing pros, practicing, oil patterns, and the same ticket and golden pin system. When I first opened the game and explored the pro shop and bowling alleys, I was disappointed. It felt like I paid $10 to start all over of the progress that I had in PBA Challenge from so many years ago. And they even copied the Concrete Studios ball? The game's goal is for you, the player, to give you the experience of what the pros feel, which is fine for a game. But the problem is, on every single time you play this game, you're in the television setting 24/7, and it just doesn't seem right. Don't get me wrong, this game is the best executed bowling game where you actually do feel like you're in a television environment. But I want to bowl on an empty alley by myself sometimes, or just program random pro avatars that are bowling around you. You know, how the Wii does it. That'd be hilarious. Jokes aside, it does get boring to be in the TV setting the whole time. Hopefully we could see that in a future update. I'd like to introduce a simple bowling game, Bowling Paradise. And it's a Roblox game, but let's not judge a book by its cover. This simple Roblox game was really fun, and it actually did a really good job at recreating pin action and oil play in the Roblox engine. It was a lot of fun jumping around and playing with your friends. Do I just see a floating pin? Oh. It'd be amazing to have PBA Pro bring a system of creating your character, going in third person and jumping around with your friends, and actually bowl with each other. Or even better, being in a tournament setting and you can see other players' characters bowling near you, bringing a personal experience to the game that would definitely make it stand out in front of the other bowling games. Now, I'm not a coder or game designer, so I can definitely see this being a very tedious and difficult time to make, but I do believe it will be worth it in the end, and especially worth sharing the idea. In conclusion, if you haven't played PBA Challenge, this is a simple, fun game. Pin action is great, and you actually have to be focused on the oil patterns. You can really tell Farsight Studios put their talent and effort to make this game the peak bowling experience. But I feel like they have an opportunity to make this 1,000 times better. And hopefully that could be a reality in the future. And if you're a bowler and you like video games, then try it out. It doesn't hurt. Please let me go higher than 30 FPS.